Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up.
What is up, everybody? Today I am here with a off-topic topic, you could say. It's not the norm around here. It's not the norm on my channel, but it's something that I have had an experience with recently. I've got involved with. I jumped in with no knowledge. I had the completely wrong idea as to how I was actually going to make money from this. I was sold a dream. There's certain facts about this topic that are thrown around that are completely and utterly incorrect. It took me an investment into network marketing or multi-level marketing to realize all this stuff. So I was probably always going to give it a go. I'm an entrepreneur by heart. I've got that entrepreneurial spirit, and if I do see an opportunity that I do believe in and I think that I can make work and make money from, I'll probably give it a go. And I was approached about a certain company. It's will I name names? Oh, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. It's Kyani, right? It's Kyani. So I was approached by a person that I know. It wasn't actually a friend, although when you do go into these things, the first thing that they tell you is to fucking go and ask all your friends and family and your closest 20 to try and bring them on board and have them in your team. So then they can then build their own team and income stream can grow as to how many people underneath you are growing themselves. And that's the key. It doesn't matter if you've got 200, 300, fucking 100,000 people underneath you. If none of them are doing any good, you're not going to make any money. So anyways, I was approached by someone that I knew about Kyani. Being in the health and fitness industry, well, not being in it yet, but being involved in the fitness community and loving the gym, knowing my shit about supplements, and looking for a sponsorship at the time for supplements. Actually, I saw this opportunity. Kyani is basically a supplement company. Well, it's a multi-level marketing company. That's what it is at heart. And actually, what it really is recruiting. But we'll get into that later. So, yeah, this company have three major products. They've got a multivitamin, which comes in a liquid form. The main ingredient being blueberries, wild Alaskan blueberries or whatever. Clearly, blueberries have great properties, but you can just go down to the store and buy blueberries, man. Like, I'm pretty sure they're making a fucking big deal about it being, a wild fucking Alaskan blueberry. Anyways, there's a multivitamin which comes in liquid form. There is a fish oil capsule. You get 90 capsules in a little container. And what's the other product? There's a Nitro FX and Nitro FX Extreme, which boost your nitric oxide production, which is hugely beneficial. Although when I took the product personally, I didn't experience anything different. So that's what you need to really be passionate behind one of these fucking multi-level marketing companies, is to actually experience the product, because it's based around a product, and have your own testimonial. Basically, I invested in the company before I actually tried the product. So, and I saw my major way of making money through this as being through having good products and being able to push the product on my social media platforms and actually get people to buy the product. And that was how I was going to make my money. Well, what I very quickly found out is that the way people make money in this industry is through recruiting. So, as I said before, if the people underneath you aren't turning over product and recruiting more people all the time, you're not going to be making any money. So it's basically you're going to have a extremely huge team underneath you and be one of the top, 0.1% of the company to be making a good income. And those aren't good odds, man. Those aren't good odds. So anyways, got it. I paid $1,000 for the starter pack. I got sent the products. First thing that stood out to me was that the packaging was nothing special. I'd been skeptical because the actual purchase price for the product is high compared to similar products of generic brands in the supermarket, etc. The price of the Kyani products is actually fucking high. So I saw that, and then that sort of got me worried. When I saw the packaging, I was like, well, this is absolutely nothing special. You see better shit in the supermarket. So then I was thinking, well, how am I actually gonna push this on? And then I started realizing that most of these multi-level marketing companies, the product that you're actually pushing isn't actually that good. It's not. It's most probably going to be not that good of quality, made as cheap as possible, because multi-level marketing has so many people that need to be paid. Kyani, those 3 products with Kyani, they retail at like just over $200. So if you sell one fucking, what do they call it? Triangle of health. Oh my god, triangle of health bras. Okay. I can laugh about it now because my investment's gone. I don't really give a fuck. But for you guys that are going to get into it, just know that if you hear of these stories of people getting into it and they can't talk to people at first, they're really shy and shit, and then this business gets them out of their comfort zone. They end up getting successful at it, and that's not realistic. It really isn't. Not only do you need to be a fucking awesome salesperson and a star recruiter, you need the people around you that are willing to even listen to you in the first place. So your conversion rate of the people that you can get to your seminars or sit down with has to be pretty high, and there's always people dropping off, so you're always going to have to replenish your team underneath you. It's extremely hard. So, like I was saying before, I went off track there. It's just that I want to mention everything. I'm just going to make one video on this, and that's it. I wasn't going to make a video, but I'm going to put it out there because this is the truth about the multi-level marketing. So, if I sell a $210 triangle of health through Kyani, through my website, you get a link for the, Kyani have a website. When you sign up as a distributor, you get a distributor ID, and you get a link that you can, distribute, and people can go to your Kyani website, but it's through Kyani, and then they can look at the products and buy it, and it goes through your distributor ID. So then you can then go online to your little portal, look at your distributor ID, table of fucking contents, and see how much money you're making, which is fuck all. So anyways, if I sell a $210 Kyani triangle of health, I get probably like $10, right? If I sign someone up, like the guy who signed me up, I paid $1,000, he gets $300. There's a bigger pack which is $1,600, and he'd earn like $500 on that. So as you can see, if you get, regardless of how much the people under you are going to make, because it's all about residual income. You build this team, and then you can step back effectively at the end, and retire, and just let these people underneath you earn you the money, right? Well, before that happens, the main way you're going to make income is by signing up each individual person. So it's kind of like being in car sales. I used to be in car sales, and I'd get paid on commission. I get paid a commission on each sale I did. Each sale was just an individual sale. They bought the car, they left. I got paid the commission, and it was done. Because most people get into multi-level marketing and fail. that's pretty much what you're doing in multi-level marketing. You're recruiting people, you're getting that payment, that $300 or $500 payment. These guys, you might try and rev them up. You might try and get them to recruit people, and you might be successful. You might be, and people are successful at this, but for the majority, they're not going to amount to anything. You're going to have invested time in them, and basically the only payment you're ever going to get from them is that original $300, or $500 investment. So let's say you did recruit, 2, 3, 4 people a week. That's it could be $1,000 to $2,000 a week income, which is fantastic. And then obviously the residual income from that is just a bonus, even though none will come. So yeah, I saw the supplements as being something I could push myself because I'm involved in the health and fitness industry. But when push came to shove, the price was too high. The product wasn't that good. It wasn't revolutionary. And I'm not a recruiter. Okay, that's not what I want to be. If I wanted to be a recruiter, I wanted to be a star salesman, maybe multi-level marketing is for you. Hey, there's an option. If you want to be a salesperson, you want to, and that, not only that, but people say that multi-level marketing it's a personal development business as well. So you get into it, like I said before, those people who are shy, who don't want to talk to people, who are scared of getting out of their comfort zone, might see it as a challenge. And if it improves your life, if it improves your, social skills and things like that, well, hey, it's worked and it's probably worth the investment. But as far as creating that 6-figure income that you can step back from and just watch and get paid while you sleep, and that far-fetched dream, man, I think it's not going to happen. And with that, I'll finish on one of the most thrown around quotes that you'll hear with network marketing or multi-level marketing, that industry creates more millionaires than any other industry in the world. Well, that is absolutely fucking bullshit. Multi-level marketing creates absolutely fuck all millionaires, if any people that make any money at all. I don't know the exact percentages, but seriously, guys, all of these multi-level marketing companies do actually have to legally publish their all of their distributors' earnings and stuff. So if you want to look up any of these guys' details, I'm sure you'll be able to find it on the internet. Kyani, I think maybe the top 10, maybe 5% earn anything. Fucking the top, as I said, 0.1% probably earn an income that they can live off. Not only that, but these companies, they offer cars. They offer, they say you're going to get a dream car if you get to a certain point. Well, what you don't realize is that you don't get given a car. All they're doing is giving you maybe 50, maybe $100 a week towards a lease of a car. So if you can't afford the rest of the lease, then you don't get a car, and you probably don't get the reward at all. So it's not all it's cracked up to be, man. I hope you guys got some useful information from this video. I as I said before, I wasn't going to shoot it, but I had it on my mind since signing up for Kyani and failing at it. Even though there's so many reasons why at the end of the day, as I said, I don't want to be a recruiter. I've got a job that I enjoy and I earn 6 figures anyway, so it's not like I need it. I think a lot of people do it out of desperation. They don't really have a choice. I did have a choice and I decided to step away. So this is my opinion in that. I've just lost my train of thought again. Anyways, guys, fuck it. That's it. That's my opinion on the subject. That's my experience on the subject. I won't be getting involved in it ever again. Surprise, surprise. But Kyani, you'll probably be hearing more of around Australia. It's just been launched here in April. And, it's the dream, man. It's the dream that they sell. It's showing those huge seminars. And most of the people that are at those seminars, right, have paid out of their own pocket those tickets to go and learn from these masters and like fucking, I don't know, party with all these people that are making heaps of money. Well, what they don't realize is most of these cunts haven't made anything and they're still chasing the dream and they're still wanting to be involved. But on the other side of the spectrum, like I said before, personal development is what you'll get from that. I mean, you will go to a like a launch like they just did with Kyani, and everyone there is, you know, entrepreneurial. So at the end of the day, the people that you network with, you know, could make it worth it. Fuck. But it's not for me, that's for sure. I'm definitely not convincing myself otherwise. So, I hope you guys learned something. Good luck, everybody. I know there's going to be some people who have succeeded who might be seeing this video. Well, seriously, kudos to you. Well done. You've got one up on me. It wasn't for me, guys. Have a good one. Subscribe for more. My channel has, you know, basically health and fitness related stuff, but I am in property investment. I love it. You know, I love talking about wealth and building wealth. I love that I have that entrepreneurial spirit. You know, if I see an idea and I believe in it, I'll roll with it and I'll really go with it. So basically, my YouTube channel is another one of those ideas. I started it about 2.5 years ago, and we're nearly at 1,000 subscribers. So who knows how many subscribers I'll have when you see this video, but let's hope it's over 1,000. And hey, who knows what the future holds, but it's not with Kyani. So I'll catch you later, guys. Have a good one.